What's up, everybody? I want to do a quick update on some news recently from Toplitz. They've been putting out a lot of information over the last few days. This was a tweet on the 25th of March, which was just a couple days ago. Farmers Dynasty update, console update number 2. Wanted to give you all our Farmers Dynasty console players a quick progress update on the PS4 and Xbox patch and Nintendo Switch version. Let's start with the Switch first. Reasonable, honestly. I'm happy they're doing this. This makes fantastic news for everybody, and we can clear the air on a lot of misinformation and information that I may have gotten and passed on, and that other content creators may have done the same. So at least we can clear things up for everybody now, and I'm happy to have some confirmation on a lot of this stuff. And we're not just looking through this, we're looking through a couple of different tweets they've put out, because there's some information kind of underneath other topics as well. So we can say the Nintendo Switch version of Farmers Dynasty has gone through and passed testing with Nintendo. That's awesome news. We're also working with a publishing partner on setting up a release date, so that's cool. Maybe they'll get that out soon. As soon as we know this date, we will inform all of you here. Cool. I'm guessing here being here, Facebook, and other social media outlets, not just on Twitter. I'm on Twitter at the moment, but we're also working on the console update too, making sure that our Farmers Dynasty console players will receive the same perks as PC users. We're still testing this patch soon we'll be sending it to PlayStation and Xbox for their own internal testing too. So there's a lot of testing involved with a lot of these console updates. This is what I've told people in the past. I mean, it's not necessarily that it's just like 5 people working on all these different things. It's not. There are different teams working on stuff. But when they get done testing it, it still has to go through Sony and Microsoft for testing as well. So it's not just Toplitz. There's a lot of people involved in getting it over to console, and console players always ask, well, how come you don't put it over on console? There's a lot of extra stuff involved for that, and a lot of games just can't. I mean, there's a lot of smaller indie games that never make it to console. I'm surprised this went to console, actually. But either way, let's go down to the next tweet here. We will keep you updated on the progress of it as well. Lastly, a few of you are concerned that since we announced Medieval Dynasty, that Farmers Dynasty will no longer receive further updates and content. This is far from the case, as we'll see in the next tweet that we're going to go look at here in a minute. All right, the studio that's far behind Farmers Dynasty, UMEO, is no way involved with the production of Medieval Dynasty, which is handled by RenderCube. They are separate studios that handle 2 different games. Okay. Clarification for everybody else. Let's read that again. The studio that's behind Farmers Dynasty is UMEO. That is in no way involved with the production of Medieval Dynasty, which is handled by RenderCube. They are separate studios which handle 2 different games. I don't know if we can be any more clear on the fact that they're working on Medieval Dynasty and they're still working on Farmers Dynasty. It has nothing to do with each other. I can't be more clear than this. They can't be more clear than this. That's pretty obvious. The team behind Farmers Dynasty is working hard on console updates to the Nintendo Switch version. The announcement of Medieval Dynasty has no impact whatsoever. No impact on that whatsoever. Please, if you have any other questions or concerns, write them down below. We are always here listening to your feedback, so post it away. I can honestly say that they are one of the few dev teams I've seen that have put an early access game out and done a few updates, but then didn't abandon it. They stuck it through. 2 years later, we get the full release version. It goes to consoles. They're working on updates for consoles to get it to full release version, and they're still here bringing updates and such. Let's go check out the other posts from them. As you see, I'm on their Twitter page. I am following them. Go follow them over on Twitter at Toplitz_prod right there. You can see it. Let's scroll down here. Ads, you gotta love ads. So here is the other one that I really want to check out. Also, there's update from Lumberjacks as well we're going to cover. I touched on this in the Farmers Dynasty, maybe not the Farmers Dynasty stream the other day, but definitely in the other streams that I've done this week. So let's check this one out. Attention farmers, new machinery and crops are coming. Say hello to Potatoes and Turnips DLC. Click below to see what the new DLC is all about. So that's cool. Let's see if anybody has anything important to say. I could translate that, but I'm not going to. So basically, yeah, so we got new turnips and potatoes DLC coming soon. So there's no date on it, but that's still pretty awesome. All right, let me change stuff around here for a minute. Go. Got it all changed around and put back up here. Farmers Dynasty Potatoes and Turnips DLC announced. Hello, farmers. It's been a while since we posted a Farmers Dynasty update, so today is the perfect time to change that. Let's get into it. Today we want to share with you our info about our upcoming DLC that we're preparing for you. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, our Potatoes and Turnips DLC. As you probably gathered from the title, you'll be able to grow and harvest 2 new crops. However, the DLC is not just about growing potatoes and turnips. You'll have a new machinery for seeding and harvesting them too. More vegetables, more machines, and more opportunities to make money. Win, win, win. Very nice. And I know a lot of you are looking at the $29.99 there. That's for the game itself, I do believe. This was posted today, March 27th at 10:30 a.m. CDT. So that was like 5 a.m. for me, I guess, or something like that. But there we go. There's a couple of pictures for you of the new ones. I'm gonna resize this. Okay, I'm trying to resize it to get it all in there, but that's not gonna work. So we'll just leave it as is. There we go. But yeah, I'm guessing that is the harvester, and I'm guessing that is the planter. So that's pretty cool. I'm curious to see how the harvester works, because where do you pull it behind a trailer and this dumps into the trailer? I don't really know. But the model looks pretty good though. I like it. I like the way it looks. Finally, we want to ensure you that the team behind Farmers Dynasty is also working hard. Let me get down here so you can see this. Working hard on console updates, Nintendo Switch version. Regarding the Nintendo Switch version of Farmers Dynasty, we can confirm that it has gone through and passed testing with Nintendo. We're now working with our publishing partner on setting up a release date. We're working with a console update too, making sure that Farmers Dynasty console players will receive the same perks as PC users. We'll keep you updated on the progress of that as well. If you have any questions you want to share with us, your thoughts about this DLC, write them down in the comments section below. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest information, don't forget to follow on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, channels on Discord server. Until next time, your Top Blitz team. So there you go. But there's some cool pictures of the potato harvester, potato planter, and turnip. I guess it'll do both. So let me know what you guys think about that. I'm going to hop back over on Twitter real quick because there's one more I want to cover. And lastly, I want to take a look at the tweet from, when was this from? This was from yesterday. It's from Thursday, March 26th. We have an announcement. Lumberjacks Dynasty has a release window. We've partnered up with someone special. You can click the link to find out, and we will. So this is covering Lumberjacks Dynasty. Click the link below to find out more on our latest update. Let's go check it out real quick. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. And my window is going to be all funky, but really this is what I want to take a look at. So they've teamed up with the Ponzi. They will have licensed Ponzi machinery. Here's a sneak peek of them. So there you go. There's a sneak peek of the Ponzi Scorpion King. It looks like. So stay tuned. We'll have stay tuned to our Facebook, Twitter, Discord. We'll be giving more information about this soon. So very cool. Let's go back to here. And there's some comments down through how I want to read. I'm not trying to bust you guys out on this, but at the same time, they've said it many times that the games that they're working on have nothing to do with each other. So here we go. So I've just heard some Farmers Dynasty news. You're going to charge us money for the new updates on console. Is this true? Now this is something that I have. This is something that I heard as well. And Sheared Sheep Gaming here on YouTube actually pointed this out, and I appreciate him for doing that. In the thread here. So I'm happy he pointed this out and went back and snagged the screenshot. So finally, I will spend all of my free time messaging you here on every Twitter message you post, every YouTube video, and every Discord. 50 euros for a broken game, and now you want more money. So here you go. This is what we've heard right here, and I don't see Sheep's tweet about this actually. What thread was that under? I'll find it. I'm gonna find it. We're gonna do all the information search here. The information is correct. We will not be charging console players any additional fees. Oops, sorry. The information is incorrect. We will not be charging console players any additional fees for downloading a patch. There we go. Again, I don't care anymore if you ignored my request to raise an official complaint for almost 5 months. Not great, is it? So I don't know what you're trying to accomplish there. But and then this post here. So this was probably before this one. It was. So that was 12 hours ago. This is 6 hours ago. So yeah, if you dare and try to ask console players for more money when PC users had all free content, then I'll take this up with Microsoft. And yes, I'm shouting. Disgusting. Yeah. So they cleared it up. They're not asking for any more money. There is no additional charge. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We'll also make sure everyone knows about your criminal business activities in regards to Farmers Dynasty. Literally gobsmacked. There is no criminal business here. GeForce on tour. Either way, I'm not putting them on blast to just throw that out there. I really think the information should have been way more blatant to begin with. It should have been more open to begin with. Let's find the other tweet. There's one more that has some involved information in it that I want to find. Controller support would be nice for this game. Yes, it would. So the first tweet right there. Controller support would be nice for this game. It would be, yeah, absolutely. So if you haven't seen the 8 minutes of gameplay, you can go check it out. I have a video here where I give my thoughts on it and kind of look deeper into it. So I really want to know where that went, man. I know Sheep tweeted about it. Aha, here it is. Okay, so I found it finally. All right, so it's under A New Dynasty is Rising. I thought it was under a newer one than this. When console players get to see this game in the near future, console players need more love. Devs seem to make cool games but never port them to console anymore. We need cool games, please satisfy the need. So that's a legitimate concern, right? I mean, there's a lot of console players that want it. That's fine. But at the same time, it's, you know, that's a lot to ask for a small dev company. And the person, the company that's working on Medieval Dynasty may not be, you know, a big team of people or whatever. So it's hard to just throw them under the bus like that. So far, we only have it planned for PC. Who knows what the future might bring. And then our buddy AO Mike jumping in said, had it on my wish list since first announced. Can't wait to pick it up. AO Mike 83 on YouTube. Go check him out, guys. Toplets, of course. Thank you for your support. So I've just heard Farmers Dynasty news, some Farmers Dynasty news. See, this is where we get into the people being upset about everything because they don't read information. And this is the same guy, right? So this was 12 hours ago, and then he posted on the other thread as well. This is GeForce on tour. So I've just heard Farmers Dynasty news. You're going to charge us money for the new update on console. Is this true? So it's the same question that was posted on the other one. And then here's the other one. Why don't you fix the console Farmers Dynasty game? Console versions don't have nearly the PC version, nearly what the PC version does. And apparently they want more money for the update. Now again, this was some misinformation kind of spread around, and we found the tweet that Sheep sent that screenshotted where it did say that to begin with, which is where I got my information from. And I don't want you guys to think that it's that I was trying to peddle some crazy conspiracy theory or whatever that they were charging for the update. I actually saw something about it in Discord, and that's the reason I mentioned it, but I'm retracting that. I don't want anybody to think that's the case. So here's the people not reading about other things, and not reading actual information and just going on their thoughts, I guess. That Toplets is one dev company with 5 people that work on games, and they have many different games they're working on, which is not the case, which we read earlier. Instead of making a new game release, they should repair the crappy Farmers Dynasty for consoles, because all the customers who bought it are 6 months away from an update to make the game playable. Because at the moment, it's not possible to play the game due to everyone the problem. So again, we go back to, it's not the same dev studio, it's not the same people working on the game, all that kind of stuff. Do your research, folks. Don't post and make yourself look dumb. Not calling that person dumb, but it's kind of dumb when you don't do your own research and figure it out for yourself. And then here we go again with revving up for Celta. Apparently they want more money for the update, so that's GeForce on tour again. Pay for the upgrade. I hope you don't ask for money, because when you buy a game for 53 euros, in my case, I bought the deluxe version of the game, has to come very well optimized. In my case, it's impossible to play because the structures have disappeared and do not have promised. So language barrier, I'm guessing. But yeah, I can see that. I fully understand the frustration with paying 53 euros for a game that I paid 20 bucks for, because I bought it day one when it was in like early access on PC. I went through all the bugs. I was with them through all the updates. I've been there since day one, playing it as a paying customer. I do not work for Toplets. I don't have any association with Toplets. I don't have any insider information with Toplets. I do not conversate with Toplets in any way, shape, or form. I would say that, that it'd be nice to have some insider information that I could kind of shell out to people, but I don't have any information. I wish I could tell you guys something, but I can't because I don't know. It's not because I'm under some NDA. I just don't have any information because that's not me. So I'm a paying customer just like you guys are. I paid for this. I will be paying for the DLC when it comes out. It is on Steam, by the way. Go to your Farmers Dynasty page and check for DLCs announced. Apparently you can add it to your wish list now. But anyway, I am not associated in any way, shape, or form with Toplitz. I paid for my game, and I have been struggling through it like everybody else has. I'm happy to see, though, that they finally addressed the situation. What I heard from an excellent YouTube streamer who has contacts, confirmed with him today. This was 6 hours ago, so this was not me, and apparently they're not such an excellent YouTuber, if that be the case. Because if they have contacts and they're still giving you false information, as we can see right here, then apparently they're like me and maybe got some misinformation from somewhere and then spread it by accident, which is exactly what I did, and we'll see why here in a second. You see Sheared Sheep's name right down here. Yeah, he's about to post something up. So what I heard from an excellent YouTuber who has contacts, confirmed with him today, there will be a small charge for extra content, free PC content. It wasn't free PC content. We paid for the game. We played it through all the early access phase. We went through all the headache for the PC version, and then we got our full game update, which is what you do when you buy an early access, which you guys should not be charged for on consoles, period. I get it. I'm with you on that. Unless they change their minds, of course. So, right here, the rumors are false. The console patch that we are working on that brings fixes and the additional PC content will be a free download. You will not be charged for it. So I'm guessing some wires got crossed with me that when I said that it might be a thing, and other people as well. But I am not this YouTuber. I'm not this guy. I do not know who GeForce on Tour is. I did not give him that information. But Sheep's tweet right here is about to fix it all for us. We don't know who this YouTuber is, but he needs better contacts. That is 100% true because posted in Discord is right here. This information was really given out by you. Glad you changed your minds. You made a lot of console players very happy. So, after reading over this again, I realized that this doesn't say updates. This is DLC, which they have just announced some DLC, the potato and turnip DLC. So, SK from Toplitz. Apparently, Liam asked, SK from Toplitz, when you add DLCs to Farmers Dynasty, will we have to pay for them or no? Well, typically any game that has DLCs, you have to pay for the DLC. So this is 100% understandable when they say this. He says, at Liam, when there will come out a DLC, it will be at a low cost, but with many things in it. So this doesn't say update. This doesn't say update to PC content, which is what this person's talking about, right? This says DLC. Now, when a game adds DLC, I firmly expect them to charge for DLC. 100% understandable. I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with this. If you dare try to ask our console, try to ask your console players for more money when PC users had the free content, I will take this up with Microsoft. So this is where we got to earlier. I don't know how I missed this. It just didn't show up at all. I'll make sure everyone knows about your criminal business activities regards to Farmers Dynasty. A ridiculous comment. You need to calm down. Finally, I will spend all my time messaging you on here and on Twitter, every post, your videos, YouTube videos, and Discord. 50 euros for a broken game, and now you want more money. Yeah, it clearly states. And again, this was posted 6 hours ago. Sheep posted this an hour ago. This was posted 12 hours ago. So I think the timeline may have gotten a little off there, but either way, I mean, I think that in the long run, there has been some miscommunication. Again, Liam was asking about DLC. SK said, yes, we will charge for DLC. Nothing was ever said charging about updates, right? And I heard early on that was possible, that they were going to charge for any content added. And my thought process was, since Microsoft charges them to add content, they're having to charge to add content. But that may not be the case with early access games on consoles. I don't know. I haven't been on console in a long time. But they cleared it up for us. We're not going to pay for any additional updates. Only DLCs will be charged for, which we're getting charged for on PCs as well. So if you're mad about getting charged for a DLC, then don't buy the DLC. I mean, that's how you show that you're upset about it right there. Don't buy the DLC. Simple as, right? Simple as. Don't buy the DLC at all. That's my thoughts on it. You do what you want to, but if you don't want to pay for a potato and turnip DLC, don't pay for it. Just don't have it at that point, because then it's a paid DLC for everybody involved. We're looking at Medieval's Dynasty, by the way, if you're wondering. A new dynasty is rising. Medieval Dynasty is coming in 2020. So again, by two different dev teams here. So just recap. Two different dev teams. One working on Farmers Dynasty, one working on Medieval's Dynasty. There's probably a different one working on Lumberjacks Dynasty, if I had to guess. It may be the same realm with Farmers Dynasty, but I'm sure it's a different team working on it, if not a different dev company. They didn't state that, but that's my assumption anyway. So two different dev companies. Not the same dev teams working on Medieval's Dynasty as it is Farmers Dynasty. So get over that part. You're not going to pay for updates on console. You will be paying for DLC on console, just like PC players will be paying for DLC on PC. So get over that part. As far as the timelines go, they made it pretty clear that when they released information, I wish I would have known that it wasn't the full version to start with, by the way. Just let me say that. Because I was talking about how much fun Farmers Dynasty was going to be for a lot of people on consoles that didn't have access to a computer that would play it. It was going to be a fantastic thing for the family to sit around and play or whatever. I didn't realize that you weren't getting the full game. But after hearing that was the case, the first thing they did was said, here's what we're doing. We're working on it. And then they waited forever to get us any more information out, but they finally did, and they said that they were going to do the Switch version, and then they were going to get the console updates out first. So they want to get all the versions out and then get the updates going. Yes, probably for money. That's what it takes to make video games, people. If you're mad about them wanting to sell more game copies, then why did you even buy the game to start with? Let them go under. Don't buy their game. That's how you fix that, honestly. I think that's kind of dumb, but I mean, they're trying to get all the console. I mean, all the console versions need to be out, right? I understand that before they focus back on updates. Given, yes, it's probably for money. Who cares? That's the way businesses work. Businesses can't operate on nothing, right? They have to have money to operate. And understandably, people are upset about this. I get it. I understand. They should have updated the console versions to a better point before they released them at all. I think that would have been a better option from a consumer end. Get the console versions up to date with the PC versions first, then release them to the public. Simple as, right? Wait another 6 months and then release them. Stop being pressured by everybody that wanted them out on consoles. But honestly, what I'm thinking is, since on consoles you have to release to a testing party for Microsoft and for Sony or for PlayStation and Xbox, whatever, they have to go to testing before they can go to console. What I'm thinking they did is 6 months ago they released a version to testing, and that's the version they went with. That's my guess, honestly. So now they're doing the same thing for for the Nintendo Switch. So you can't be super mad at them. You can be, I guess, but it's not going to do you any good because they've openly stated that that's not going to do you much good. That here's what they have planned, and that's all they can do. You know what I mean? Like, be mad if you want to, be mad at me if you want to. I'm not trying to stir any pots or make anybody mad. I'm trying to provide information and give you my opinion on the situation. But yeah, if you want to be mad at me, be mad at them. I don't care. I don't have anything to do with Top Blitz. I'm not affiliated with Top Blitz. I'm not a partner with Top Blitz. I don't have any contact with Top Blitz. I don't have any direct contact with anybody in the team. So I have no idea what's actually going on there. All I have to go on is information that I see around the web. And I think that there's a good opportunity to kind of point all that out. So I hope this video has been somewhat informative for everybody that has had any kind of ill will toward me or any other YouTuber that may have gave them some misinformation. I feel like we cleared a lot of this up. If you have any further questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I will definitely shoot them over to Discord. Again, I don't have any direct contact, but I can post them in the Discord messaging thing, or you can head over to Top List Discord and check them out. Post your worries there or whatever. I will say this though: if you're going around like the one person was talking about on here, I'm going to message you on every YouTube video and tweet and Facebook post and on Discord every day. If you're going to that extent, then you're really not reading the information that's being put out, right? I mean, you really need to read the information that's being put out for this. But either way, that's going to do it for me today, guys. If you did enjoy the video, leave me a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, that's fine. Leave me a dislike. I really don't care. You'll find that most content creators, if you don't like us, that's fine. You don't have to watch. You don't have to watch anybody. You don't have to watch anything. You can go read a book. That'd probably be better. But either way, if you don't like the content because of the information I provided you, then you really need to open your eyes and understand that there is information there for you to consume. You have to go find it. You can't always rely on content creators like myself to give you the exact information, because what we see may not be the truth at the time, or it may be misconstrued, which is what happened with the pay for DLCs or pay for content updates. So what they said in Discord was you're gonna have to pay for DLC, which is fine. I'm 100% okay with that. I'm not okay with console players having to pay for updates. That's stupid, and that's not the case. They stated the rumor is false. So that being said, I'm going to end it there. Leave me some comments and let me know your thoughts on the whole situation, all the information we covered today. I know it was a lot of it. Backtrack through the video if you got lost at any point, and figure out the different parts of the information we covered. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I'll try to answer them if I can. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Later, everybody.
A story which will never end as long as the Dynasty continues.